Hello, this is Kris Wilson. I am so excited to share this information with you. In the previous video, you were introduced to Agile Enterprises, which fits the success recipe, and I'm sure you're extremely excited about that simplistic business plan. And I promised you that we're now going to write out a 5-year business plan. This is where all the companies fall down. This is where so many people fail in network marketing because they don't plan. You can do all the research you want in what it takes for people to be successful. And the number one factor is setting a goal. That's not my opinion, that's research. You can research the entire self-development industry, it's setting a goal. If that's the case, why do so few people set goals? Well, the reason number one is they don't know the importance of goals. They don't know what goals do. Okay, they've never been sold on goals. Number two, if they were sold on goals, many of the people don't know how to write a goal. So our peak performance is going to take care of that. Our peak performance program, which we're going to introduce you to in another video coming up here very shortly. But what we're going to do now is we're going to show you how to set a goal off that simplistic business plan. So before we actually get into the goal setting, make sure you download the 5-year goal packet right here. This packet is your best buddy. This is what you're going to follow for the next 5 years to be successful. This is what you're going to evaluate. This plan is going to change. Every 6 months you're going to evaluate this, and we're either going to speed it up, which means you'll do it quicker, or depending on what you're doing, we might have to just reevaluate our goals. Either way, okay? Increase them, make them a little bit longer, or cut down the time. Okay, so now let's look at the first page. The most important thing is what do you want to enhance in your life? What do you want to change in your life? You got to know why you're doing this. It's not just to make money. You need to know why, what's going to drive you over the next 2 to 5 years to reach whatever goal you need to reach. What is it that's going to drive you? Number two, how much money is it going to take? Write down the money. Don't limit yourself, okay? If you're an employee and you only make $4,000 a month, you actually want to earn more than that, but you've never earned more than that in your life, don't make that a limit. Write down whatever you want. And that's based upon where you want to be in question number one in the next 5 years, okay? What do you want to change? We need to figure out how much money it's going to take to change that. And then question number three, how bad do you want this to happen? Guess what it has to be? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. It has to be a 10. 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s, that doesn't work. You have to be, you have to want it bad. You got to be committed to it. And that's the next question, number four. How committed are you to put forth the effort? That has to be a 10 too. Okay, these aren't trick questions. We just want to make sure you understand what we're actually doing here. We're actually building a business, okay, a B quadrant business. And number five, what level do you believe in yourself? Okay, you might not believe in it. Maybe you've never been in network marketing. The question wasn't geared for that. It's just, what do you believe in yourself? Do you believe you can achieve? See, you have to believe that you can achieve anything in life, whether you know how to do it or not. Everybody can be taught anything. And that's what we're going to do. All we're going to do is teach you some basic skills. You already have what you need to succeed with inside you. You don't have to develop anything else. We just got to show you and bring it out sometimes, give you some belief, and just go ahead and point you in the right direction, because this is just all factual information. It's a great thing about math. There's no emotions in there. 1 plus 1 always equals 2. 2 plus 2 always equals 4. We don't have to argue about that. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 8. It always equals 4. So, and now let's go to the next page. You'll recognize on the next page, we talked about this compensation plan already in the previous one, but this is that 1-year compensation plan of residual income. Everybody just duplicating their people, In month 1, you get your 2 people, and in month 2, they get their 2 people. In month 3, those 2 people get their 2 people, so on and so forth. This is what you want to do. If you want to take that dollar figure that you wrote down on that first page, and you want to find out where it is on this chart. Let's just go with demonstration purposes. Let's say it's $5,000, okay? So you want to scroll down, and we're looking at $5,000 is going to fall between month 10 and month 11, okay? So what we'll do is we're going to round up, because we always want worst case scenarios. So it's anywhere between $3,500 and $7,100 between month 10 and month 11. We're going to round that up to month 11, okay? So, what we'll do now is let's go to the next page. And the next page is where we're actually going to figure out what pace that we're going to have to follow here for the next 5 years to reach that $5,000 a month goal. So our goal is $5,000. You'll see we put an example right there, and we'll use the $5,000. That falls between month 10 and 11, so we'll round up to month 11. Well, in 5 years, there are 60 months. So if our goal is in month 11, and we're doing a 2x2 in a monthly cycle, all we do is we take that 11 and we divide it into 60 months, because that was a 1-year business plan, but we want to stretch it out to a 5-year business plan. We really want to be realistic. Well, when you divide the numbers, you're going to find it's about 5.5 months. So what that means, if you want to make $5,000 6 years from now, okay, this is you starting your business, okay, and you have 5 months. This represents month 1 to month 5, and we're going to call this your first cycle. Your first cycle means you go out there and you get your 2 people. So you actually have 5 months to find your 2 committed business partners. And then those 2 people that you brought in, they now have between month 6 to month 10 to get their 2 business partners. They have 5 months too. And then those 2 people, see, they have 5 months to get their 2 people. And some of you might be thinking, are you crazy? 5 months to find 2 business people? I mean, I can find 2 people in a week. I can find 2 people in a month. I mean, yeah, see, we're just making this realistic. I'm going to show you the power. Okay, you don't have to kill yourself. This is why people fail in network marketing. So many people should be successful in network marketing if they had a plan. But many people don't build a 5-year plan. You know what they do? They build a 6-month plan. They try to make all their money in 12 months. If it doesn't work in 12 months, well, phooey, you know, network marketing doesn't work. That company doesn't work. No, you have wrong, realistic expectations. Okay? You need to build a 5-year plan. You know, you want to go get money from a bank. If you start a traditional business, they want a 5-year business plan. They don't want to see what your plan is in 6 months and 12 months. They want to know, are you going to be around, you know, 60 months from now, 5 years from now? You're going to be established. You're going to be making what you need to make to be self-sufficient at that point. You know, they want to make sure their investment is protected. Well, same thing here. So every five months, you know, the people are getting there too. So here it is in the cycle. If you go look at the 1-year chart, the page prior, this is $3.50 within your first 5 months of the business. Okay? And then the next 5 months after that, it's $10.50. And then the next 5 months after that, it's $24.50. Okay? And then you go on. You just go down. Actually, if you just run this out, you're going to find that you are going to actually be making $14,000 a month in residual income. And that's only off of 1 income stream. Actually, at that point, you're earning about $25,000 to $30,000 with all the other income streams that we haven't even talked about. But that's just following that 1-year business plan and just breaking it down to 5 years. That puts things in perspective for individuals, and now they can say, wow, you know, you're treating this like a business. See, we are career professional network marketers, and we get professional results for individuals. We treat this like a business. This isn't something that's hokey pokey. This isn't something that we're trying to, you know, pull the wool over your eyes. This is factual information. This is just based off of, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Just based off people getting their 2 people. But then you'll see on the next page, you know, what we do is you're going to want to go through and break down each month. Okay, so you know, if we go down to, you know, whatever month, if you have like 10 people that need to come in those 5 months, well, if you have 10 people, you have 5 months to do it, then you're averaging 2 people a month. So you actually write it out. We have an example right here. This is how you want to write your goals out. So now you can evaluate this with your upline, because this is where it gets exciting when you get to the next page. Actually, the next page is where you fill out yours, because your goal, everybody's goals are different. But then let's talk about variables. There are variables where you can speed this up. Variable number 1, become more efficient. You know, we're talking about finding your 2 people in a 5-month period and everybody doing the same thing. Well, as you get better, your skills get better, your communication skills get better, and your confidence gets better, all that, you become more efficient. Well, when you become more efficient, it takes less time to perform this. And the more people that start to get experience in your group, the more leadership you grow, then the faster it goes. So instead of having it to take 5 months to find your 2, well, what do we want to do? If this was a 5-year plan, how can we cut it in half? It only take 2.5 months to get your 2. You know, help your people to do it in 2.5 months, and you cut that plan in half. Now here's variable number 2. We're talking about everybody using one box. Remember, one box is 50 CV. That's one box. Okay? Well, what happens is as people make money, we want to teach them to reinvest in their business or go sell another box. What if the volume was at 50, but if we double the volume to 100? So now, if it's me, I'm consuming 2 boxes in my house, my business is paying for it. Or I'm consuming 1 box and I'm selling 1 box to someone that's consuming a box every single month. But just the simple fact of teaching people how to consume 1 more box, that cuts it in half again. And then, here's variable number 3. Remember, this whole plan is based off just finding 2 business partners. What happens is, after you find your 2 business partners in your first 5 months, okay, and then your skills are getting good. What if now you just teach everybody in their second 5-month rotation just to find 1 more person? So they actually sponsored 3 committed people. Okay? When you run the numbers out there, you'll see how much it's compressed. See, when you write this plan out and you know what the variables are, you have a set plan, you have a plan of action, you know what you need to do, you can evaluate. Our people reach their goals in our team because we treat this like a business like no other network marketing company does. So this is your 5-year business plan. If you need help with this, get directed back to the person that sent you to this video series right here. But just reading this packet is very self-explanatory. So you're to the point now where you've got a solid plan, you've been introduced to a success recipe, B quadrant business, and like I told you, these are very rare companies. So, now you have everything. Now the next video, we're going to talk about peak performance. We're going to talk about the number 1 aspect that you need to focus on to be successful in any type of discipline, and that is yourself. When you become better, then everything around you becomes better. Income very rarely exceeds your personal development. The more you grow, the more you will earn. So thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I'll talk to you into the next video. My name is Kris Wilson. Have a great day.